I think a lot of times, especially with music, success, fame, we're just thinking about what can we get, and what can I get from the world when I put this song out and so on and so forth. But it's more so about what can I give to the world. I don't know if it's necessarily age or if it's exposure to outside chatter. See, when I was 17, it was really easy to believe in myself because there was no one saying anything. Like, there was no haters, or I had nobody telling me you can't do it. Maybe some friends like joking like, oh yeah, you're gonna be a rapper, producer. But it's like, I think a lot of it is you're born a certain way. I think the other thing is good parenting. My parents, especially my dad, always told me I could do anything. They would like constantly tell me I was special and all those things. And I know there's people who think that you shouldn't tell your kids certain things like that, but for me, I really commend my dad for putting the battery in my back and making me think I can do anything I want, because that's why I wrote a book. I don't read that much, but I was like, I could write a book, why not? So it's like, I don't know, man. Shout out to my dad. My dad is like the confidence guru.
Success is one thing that you are going to have to put tons of time, energy, and effort into. It's not going to come easy, and if it does, you won't truly become successful. So many people that claim they're trying to achieve success do just that. Try to claim that that's what they're trying to do. So many people go out there and say what they want to do, yet they never actually make any motion or movement towards their goal. They just stay stationary and they talk about it all the time. They say they want to do this, they claim they want to do that, but in actuality, they never ever make a movement forward, never step forward with the pursuit of their goals or their dreams or their aspirations. They stay stationary, they stay stuck, but they talk the talk, so they sound like they know what they're doing, but they have never started the journey. And that's one of the hardest things that you can possibly do, is start the journey. Starting and putting a foot forward is going to be one of the hardest things that you will do on your pathway to success, because beginning something new is incredibly challenging. How do I start? Where do I start? What do I need to start? It's all these questions just about starting. And once you get going, once you start moving and going forward, you're just going to fall in place, fall into line, and figure it out as you go. But you can't figure it out as you go if you don't start. So that's one of the hardest things that people are going to have to learn and figure out how to do, is just begin. But once you start, it's going to be an absolute adventure. It's going to be one of the best or worst things that's ever going to happen to your life, but you have to realize it'll all be worth it in the end.
Yeah, I think for me, to be honest, despite perception or whatever, I had to hype myself up. I had to be the biggest believer of myself. That's the only reason why any of this worked. And I think that, and because I'm very vocal about it, because I'm putting it out into the universe so that it comes back, it could come off like I think I have nothing left to learn and nobody can offer me anything. And I know it. It's like, no, y'all just don't know what self-belief sounds like, clearly. When I was 17 and I had this vision of what my life was going to be and what it was going to be like to be on and successful and a musician and money and fame and whatever, I had this very innocent, like, the world is made out of like marshmallows and cotton candy perspective on it. And when I got on, it started off like that. But then it very quickly turned, and I got this very nasty side of like fame where there's a lot of negativity and hate and narratives and things that are out of your control and things that are so frustrating, and trying to fight everything. Cause I'm a fighter, and I'm competitive, and I don't like just rolling over. So this isn't a broken version of success. This just is success. This comes with it too. I didn't plan for that. I thought like once you get on, everything is perfect and everything is fine, because that's what you think when you're 17. So that was tough, just like the dose of reality of like, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. But that has to be okay, because this is what it is. According to most people's theory, once you have fame and money, you have no emotions. That's it. You're no longer a human, is what you're trying to tell me. I shouldn't feel sadness. I shouldn't feel anything because I have money and fame. It's like, okay, let's run with that. Fine, I'll buy into that for the sake of the conversation. However, if you're telling me now that because of money, I'm above certain human emotions, then you're telling me I'm above you. So now when I act like I'm above you, don't now also come back and say, why are you acting like you're better than me? Well, you just told me I'm better than you because I don't even have the same emotions you have. So which one is it? Am I better than you, or do I experience the same emotions as you? It can't be both. And it doesn't matter what any rich and famous person says. Everyone on the outside looking in won't believe it. They'll be like, nah, that won't be me though. And it's like, you know what? I hear you. I was there too. But I think the beauty of understanding is understanding when you don't understand. And I always say that. I think there's understanding in understanding that you don't understand. Like, a lot of people need to accept that you don't get it. And that is being compassionate. Like, I can hear you, but it doesn't mean that I feel you. It doesn't mean that I get it. You know, that's it. And sometimes that's all people are looking for in those moments, is just like, I just want you to be here and present. I don't expect you to get it. You know, it's the people who try to act like they get it that actually makes you feel even more alone. It's like, wow, you're really showing me that you have no clue what's going on. Letting go of my hold onto what it needs to be. That was the ego. The ego was like, it's supposed to be like this though, and it's supposed to be what it is. And once I let go of all of that, and then that's why I came out with Shake the Snow Globe, because I realized I just needed to reset and unjade. And I was like, man, it is what it is. It just is what it is. Like, it's what it's supposed to be. And as long as I'm still operating from a place of love and a place of wanting to share, I'm gonna be all right. It'll be what it needs to be.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.